What's up, YouTube? I'm Josh. This is another episode of Beard Meets Flavor, and today I'm going to show you how we made this super cheesy spaghetti and meatball sandwich. I'll show you how we did it. So everybody out there kind of has like their spaghetti night, right? Spaghetti and meatballs. It's easy, it's quick, it's filling. Myself, I'm not a huge fan of spaghetti and meatballs. I think it's kind of plain. I think it's kind of boring. But when we do spaghetti and meatball night, my favorite part is the garlic bread. I take the spaghetti, take some meatball, put it on the garlic bread. I eat it that way. So I kind of thought, why not make a spaghetti and meatball sandwich on garlic bread? So that's what we're going to do. And I'll show you, it's going to be super quick. We're not going to be making meatballs, and you can do that. We're not going to be making sauce, but you can do that. This is like a weeknight, get home, bang it out, have dinner. So we're going to do it all, I think, in the time that it takes to boil water, cook pasta. It should all come together. So I'm going to show you. We're going to crack on this. Just kidding. Let's go with the front burner because that's where the water is. All right. We're going to, obviously, you got to salt your water. You want it to kind of taste like ocean water is what I hear. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of, Italians rolling over in their graves when they see what I'm doing. But you know what? This cooking is about making you and yours happy, and this makes me happy. So this, I'm going to do my meatballs. They got everything out there. Just going to do some oil in there. They got everything out there. Like I said, you can make your own meatballs. You can go to Sam's Club or Costco and buy frozen meatballs, but I found these bad boys, which we've used before. They're pre-made, uncooked meatballs. You get them in the meat section. These are by, let's see, Coronado. They're mozzarella rustica. So we're going to make our meatballs out of that. Again, you can make your own meatballs. You can make your own sauce. You can make your own pasta. You can make your own bread. But this is just easy peasy, right? So we're going to let this kind of come up to temperature. We're going to throw our balls in there. Be back in 2 seconds. Probably less than that because it's the magic of editing. It'll just be like, all right, dropping balls. Just kind of poke them out. So I'm sure this sounds fantastic on the microphone, but what we're trying to do is we're going to get a good crust on either side of these little fellas. And you'll notice I'm making a lot, but I have a plan for that. Kind of this thing I like to do with leftover spaghetti, which, to be honest, I think is better than fresh spaghetti. Try not to overcrowd your pan, but do as I say, not as I do, I guess. So we're going to let these, probably, I don't know, a minute or two on either side, get a nice brown crust, and we'll finish them up. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make our spread for the bread, our bread spread, if you will. See you in a sec. All right, so here we go. I've got, now mind you, this is going to be extremely healthy, low carb. And I know everybody is thinking, oh my God, pasta in bread, that's, whatever, it's too much. But really, I think everybody eats pasta with garlic bread. And there are restaurants that actually make, pasta and they stuff it in bread cones, like pasta ice cream, I guess. But anyways, butter. This is salted butter. You can use unsalted, whatever. Then I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons of garlic. And now this next part is totally optional. I just happen to have them on hand. These are crushed Calabrian chilies. So, huh?
What the hell?
What the hell?
Is it going to be spicy?
No. This is just, trust me. Trust. All right. Then we're going to just mix this up. Look at that beautiful color. The Calabrian chilies, yes, they are going to add a little bit of heat. A little, they're kind of sweet and hot, spicy, not super spicy, but smell it. I know you're on the camera. Just stick your nose. There you go. Can you smell how nice that is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is what we're going to put on our bread. Okay. So you'll see it's got that beautiful orange color. Hi, Murphy. Get out of here. Damn dog. Okay. So there's our Calabrian chili butter. We're going to flip balls now, I think. Be back in, All right. So you can kind of see, if you want to see, you can try and see. So we did get a little extra color, but that's okay. Beyond, the addition of the flavor, it also adds a nice texture. But this is kind of more what you want to go with, maybe a little bit more than that. So we're going to let those sit for just a second. Then I'm going to pour the sauce directly into here. We're using Rao's or Rao's or however the hell you say it. It's good. It's tasty. Again, you can take the time, make your sauce. If you want to spend all day doing it, do your thing. This is quick, easy, delicious. Right back. We added the sauce in, so we're just going to kind of let that simmer. Finish cooking the balls. It's also going to add a little extra flavor to the sauce. Then we got this nice rustic bread. So we're going to cut said bread. Try and keep it all right. Boom. Almost totally flat, but not really even close. All right. So now we're going to add our Calabrian chili garlic butter. Okay. I got the broiler rocking. Come on, baby. And again, no carbs, low calorie. It's like eating a head of cauliflower. Just kidding. You don't want to do this weekly, probably. Okay. Same thing on this bad boy. It's got all these nice little nooks and crannies. Where's the Thomas English muffin guy when you need him to point out which ones are nooks and which ones are crannies? The guy, the Thomas English muffins. You haven't seen that commercial? Where the little girl's like, which one's nook and which one's a cranny? And he's like, nook, nook, cranny, cranny, nook, cranny, cranny, nook, nook. All right, well, Google it. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Good even coverage is what we're looking for. We're gonna, why not? Just go for it. Get up on there. Okay. And I think pasta water is almost ready. You know what they say, a watch pot never boils, right? I haven't been watching it. It's still not boiling. Okay. Doesn't that look nice? Looks like a pimento cheese or something. All right. So we're going to put this on our baking sheet. The critical point to this is don't forget about it in the oven and then burn it, because I do that all the time. So here we go. Under the broiler, just so we can get some crisp, some color. Pasta water's boiling. So I got a pound of pasta here. There's no way we're going to use a pound of pasta. But again, leftover spaghetti. I'll show you what to do with that probably in our next video. So in goes the pasta. Now, cooking pasta, people say, put oil in there so it doesn't stick together. And then they say, don't put oil in there. I'm just not going to put oil in there. We're going to let the pasta cook. We'll be back in a snap. All right, so we're going to get the bread out before it burns. Just in time, I might add. Look at how beautiful that is. Yes, please. All right, so the pasta is almost done. It tells you the time on the box. I don't really go by the time. I just, keep it moving. So try to keep it from sticking together. And then taste. We're right there. Probably like another minute. We're going to be covering this thing with cheese and clogging our arteries. See you for that. In hindsight, I think it probably would have been a good idea to like canoe out a little bit of that bread, but we didn't. So we're just going to go with it. Pasta is drained. See, it's steamy. And we're just going to start layering it up. And yes, I know there's no sauce on it. Thank you. I'm going to put sauce on it here in a minute. A little more down here. Okay. Should I cut the meatballs in half?
Yeah, so
for ease of layage. All right. Pardon. Got my little knife guy here. All right. All right, so we're just gonna start tucking these guys in here. I'm cute? Who's cute?
I said say something.
Oh, say something. Something. Sorry, it's, you got to really focus when you're cutting balls. Speaking of, the dog just got neutered not too long ago, so he's still a little, still a little angry at us. Obviously, he's having a rough go of it. Okay, last ball. Beautiful. Okay. And actually, in hindsight, should I put sauce on before I put the meatballs on? No.
After.
No. All right. Okay, so we've got our balls all neatly tucked in there. Okay. I mean, this is going to require a bath, I think, afterwards, because this is going to be rowdy. Okay, there's sauce. Now, got some freshly grated mozzarella cheese, because the other thing I love, which, I think everybody kind of knows by now, is cheese. So we're going to pile that high. A little bit of...
There's no way that's fitting in your mouth.
Well, the cheese is going to melt. Okay, and we'll finish it off with just a little parmigiano. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. Sorry if I offended anybody. Okay, now back to the broiler. Now we wait. Okay, I think we're there. Careful, don't burn yourself. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Jiggly and cheesy and ooey and gooey. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I'm gonna have to pull out the big guns for this. Look at that. Look at the wiggle. Oh, man. Oh, no. Not my ball. Get up there. Pretty ball. I want to leave the cheese behind. Shoop. Okay.
Healthy.
Yeah, no. This is like, you got a perfect date night food. You got the lady coming over, you know, thinking about getting busy. This is what you want. Look at that. Kidding me? Let's get rid of this. Look at that. My Lord. Should I cut it in half?
Probably, yeah.
Can I cut it in half? Look at that. Terrible. All right. Balls are popping out. It's like a high school gym coach, the sandwich. All right, get a Google at that. Oh, sorry for slapping my fingers on the microphone.
Damn.
All right, we're gonna take a couple of photos. We'll be back. Okay, the moment we've all been waiting for. I can already tell just by looking at this thing. It's, you know, it's going to be in my beard. It's going to be in my eyebrows. It's going to be all over the place. So I'm ready. We're definitely going to have to cut after I take a bite so I can bathe myself. It's for sure going to be all over the place. So we're going to have to do the patent pending Guy Fieri hunch thing. But if you stuck around this long, do us a favor, like, subscribe, consider telling a friend, help the channel grow, you know, all that good stuff. Oh my God. Look at this. I mean, it's just, oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Look at this. All right. I'm going to have to unhinge my jaw like a boa constrictor. And it's definitely coming out the back. The sandwich. Get ready. It's time for the beard to meet the flavor. Mm.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The Calabrian chilies are what make the sandwich. You get the nice savoriness of the meat, the spaghetti, the what's it called, spaghetti sauce. You get all that like traditional flavor, that garlic bread, but those Calabrian chilies put just a touch of heat, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of tang. Definitely get you some Calabrian chilies. I had a hell of a time finding them in a grocery store. I'm sure you can get them at like a specialty store like World Plus. Is that a place? Cost Plus?
I don't know.
Anyways, no, it's like a. Anyways,
World Market, maybe.
Yeah, World Market. Cost, isn't that?
I don't know.
Whatever. You can get it there, or you can do what I did. So order it off Amazon. Click one of these links, go watch another video. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.